Hello and welcome to the channel and a surprise guest. So many of you who watch the channel have heard me speak about my friend Dan, the shrimp keeper from Manchester. So Daniel is a Polish guy who's got a shrimp farm up in Manchester with lots of tanks. I'll let him do the talking, but he's come down today to deliver some shrimp and I bought some shrimp off him. But I hope you all give Dan a hearty welcome, and if any of you guys are interested in any high grade Caradina shrimp, I'll drop a link to Daniel's Facebook in the description below. We've had a shrimp delivery. I will get that in the video. I'm not going to bore you with sort of acclimating them and stuff like that. There's a couple in there that I want to get some nice shots of under some decent light, but we'll sort of leave that to the video. And with all that being said, if we hand over to Daniel, and we're going to ask Daniel a few questions. He's got a short time with us. He did bring his son down with him. I won't mention him by name. It was a little bit camera shy. Didn't want to get YouTube famous, and he sort of stood in the shadows. But let's hand you guys over to Daniel, and we'll do a little bit of a Q&A, and then we'll go and have a look at all the shrimp that we've bought and had in the shrimp room this week from Daniel, of course. Just like to say thank you, Daniel, for coming down and all the way from Manchester to bring me some beautiful shrimp as always, and risking the M6 to come down and see us. And in, you know, while you're here, it may be worth sort of asking you a couple of questions just to sort of give the viewers a feel for you, and anyone that wants any high-end Caradina shrimp, I'll put Daniel's Facebook link in the comments below. So my first question, Daniel's looking at my shrimp, so my first question to Daniel then is, how did you first get into shrimp?
Hello everyone. About 2015, yeah, I'm going to shop with my son and we see beautiful blue velvet shrimps.
Yeah.
And my son tell, I need daddy. Okay, we buy tank, we buy everything, we buy shrimp. After months, maybe two, it's plenty. About 100 shrimps. And
that's where everything started.
Yes, exactly. And the hobby start, yeah.
So,
after 1 year, one rack, 15 tanks.
Yeah.
And more, and more, and more.
I know the feeling. I've run out of room. How many tanks have you currently got?
Now is 82 on farm, 3 at home. It's about 6,000 liter waters.
Oh wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of tanks. So what we'll try and do at some point is we'll try and get a video up on Daniel's farm, and we'll get a video done of a visit. I can't remember if I think I may have put a short on of a visit to my friend's farm, and I'll link the short in there as well. So I'm pretty sure I did a short of just sort of a scan around the room. But if we get to get up to Manchester in the very near future, we'll do a sort of in-depth tour of the farm and sort of go through all the shrimp. And Daniel's got some amazing shrimp I've never seen before. Real stunners. So okay, that's good. Probably one final question then is, obviously you're on 82 tanks and you've started to put tanks at home as well. So, and I know where that ends up. So from your perspective as a shrimp breeder, what's the next step in the shrimp hobby for you?
I think so definitely this month open shop online, because people need it.
Yeah.
And I must do it, yeah.
I can help you with that.
The problem is pictures, yeah?
Yeah. I can help you with that as well.
Yeah.
So what we'll do then is we'll sort of, when I come up to Manchester, we'll get plenty of photos, we'll get some video footage, and you can sort of add all that to your web shop.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you. I say it wasn't loads of questions. I'm going to throw a curveball at you now. I'm going to ask you one question, and I want an honest opinion. From when you first knew me, how has my shrimp keeping improved, and by how much?
now when I come in here, I'm little shocked, yeah, because when I come in here last time, I see only, I think so, that only this one rack, yeah, and 2 tanks.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Now it's like shop, yeah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful area, chill out, you know, no stress, no nothing.
And my shrimp are breeding good.
Of course. I see very nice progress, my friend. So very nice progress.
For me,
definitely.
I've run out of room unless I move other things out. So from a tank perspective, it's going to be difficult for me to put anything more in here. Maybe I can squeeze another tank or 2 in here, but I think for me, my next step is to get selecting and getting my colonies to the best I can get them, start to selective breed, move stuff out, play with genetic stuff like that.
First selection.
Yeah. I need
second group all after selection shrimp.
Yeah, that's my next.
Yeah.
That is my next. You know, I've spoke to you about what I'm doing. You know, I'm trying to get stuff into different tanks to free up some tanks to start selectively breeding certain shrimp and stuff. Brilliant. Well, thank you for that. Much appreciated. And as always, you know, you're always welcome. And look forward to next time.
See ya.
Let's have a look at what Daniel has bought me then. So Daniel's bought me 10 PRL. So high grade, no entry, or medium grade, AA grade. And hopefully those will sort of complement and bolster this colony with all the little babies in. And we'll sort of get some movement on those. So those are the first purchase. Let's move on to the next one. The next shrimp were a bit of a last minute decision from me. So as you guys know, I've had these PWL, these pure white line in here for quite a while, and they did breed for me, but they seem to have slowed down, and I know these shrimp are getting old, so we've added another 10 to that colony just again to try and bolster that. And it's a similar story with the spotted head pinto. So my pinto are quite old and they throw out the odd sort of strange coloured one without any you know, the spotted head markings, and there's one in the background there, but these have actually bred. Now I've moved them to, you can see the babies, now I've moved them to one of the smaller tanks, and putting the extra pinto in was just a way of boosting that colony again. So these shrimp are old, and you know, we need to get these sort of bred a good decent sized colony so it can sort of sustain itself. And then last but one, we've got some blue bolts. So these will colour up a lot better. They're more deeper blue bolt than mine. There are a couple in mine that I do want to take out. They have bred in this tank, but I am going to sort of add those into that. And there's one that's like a bit of ocean blue. There's a couple actually that I'm going to leave in here. I was originally going to take those out. The last two, the video probably doesn't do them justice. I really need to get them under light where I can sort of just get some decent footage of those. These are Galaxy Boa. I need to get some better footage of these, but I'll try and get a couple of pics and drop those in the pic. Once these have sort of settled in and established themselves, I'm not going to put them straight into the tank. I'm actually going to put them in this breeder box, and we do have a couple of babies in this breeder box that have gone up the uplift tube, but I'm not worried about those. I need to get these boas acclimated and put in there, and I'll put some light over and get some shots for you guys. I know I said I wasn't going to film this, but it's not very often that you get to drip. I've only got 4 on the go at the moment, and I've still got to get another one dripping, but it's not very often you have to knock up 5 drip kits to get your shrimp dripping, so I need to find another jug. Might have to buy some, but I'll be here for a good few hours and possibly late into the evening, but 5 drips all at once. I don't think I've ever said that before. You know what they say, where there's a will there's long lost family. No, where there's a will there's a way. So I could have dripped this into that box, but it's just so much easier to actually put it on really slow. So this is another way of dripping. It's probably not as precise as doing the other drip method, but it works. It's a little bit of water going in, and what I'll do with this one is once this one's full up, I'll literally just take the air feed off it and the drip and just empty it into the tank. Tiny bit of water, and I trust Daniel's water, so normally I'd net out, but I actually trust Daniel emphatically. Before we continue with a bit of footage of the newly housed shrimp and a couple of photos of the boa, it was difficult to get photos, I'd like to ask you guys a question. So my question is, if you could only keep one type of shrimp, what would it be and why? And by shrimp, I don't mean Caridina or Neocaridina. I mean, you know, one pure red line, galaxies, boas, blue bolts, stuff like that. So drop me a comment and we'll have a little bit of a conversation going. Hope you've enjoyed that one. As always, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, give us a share, massively helps us to grow. Take care everybody, until next time.